Mind on the numbers, heart with the care. If I
So, when I tell you the phrase clean books, do you know what that actually means? Some people are like, books? What kind of books? I learned about books enough in school. Some people think it means that everything from a financial sense has to be absolutely perfect. Some people think it's just downloaded transactions or bank statements. Well, today, what I want to do is break this down for you in plain English. I am Alan Pruitt. I am the founder and owner of the Therapist CPA firm. And this channel is for therapists in private practice who want fewer tax surprises and more clarity around their money without any shame at all. Welcome to day 4 of our 30 days to financial clarity for therapists. So, when I say the term clean books, what that means is, first off, let me back up. This means your bookkeeping. This means your accounting. This means your bank and business transactions. And clean means that they are organized and categorized to a great degree. So, this also means for most people that we have some version of a accounting system. Although I know a lot of, therapists who are starting out don't necessarily, but I will tell you this, I always suggest getting an accounting system when you are a business owner. It will save you time, it will save you effort. Even when you're first starting out, I would suggest doing that. Two of the most well known are naturally QuickBooks, and we use Xero, Xero. And another one is, if you're solo, is Wave Accounting. So just to kind of give you a few different options there. I think if you plan on this being a big boy and a big girl business long term, Xero is probably the way to set you up for success long term. But let me explain what books are. Books means your full set of transactions for your business all in one place, all organized to a varying degree. So, clean books, quote unquote, means that your financial information is accurate, it's organized, and it's usable. That's what that means. And so for therapists, clean books usually means a few different things. One, it means that your income and expenses are categorized correctly. They're not just dumped in random buckets or left uncategorized if you are using, some version of an accounting software. And it means that it's up to date. It means that we're not looking from, something that you haven't looked at for 6 months and we're trying to make decisions from it, let alone trying to file a tax return from it. So if you're somebody who is not looking at your numbers on an ongoing basis, at least once a month, you need to work on that and set some time aside to do it. Don't be overwhelmed by it, but it is something that you need to just dive in, because as a business owner, that is a important part of owning a business. Think about it this way. If you are driving a car, you're going on a trip, guess what? One of the things you probably have to do before you go on a long trip is go to the mechanic. Make sure that your, fluids are good. Make sure that you're gassed up. I'm pretty sure you don't, jump out on the road without gassing up first. Well, think of when you are running a business, it is very much the same thing. If you don't check your vitals, and your vitals of your business are your financials and your books, then you're just not going to be set up for success. And that's what we want you to do, because we want you to have a big girl, a big boy business grown up. And one of those things that you have to do is make sure that we're looking at your books. It doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be overwhelming, but you need to know your own numbers. So, what do books mean? It accounts for things like your insurance reimbursements, the money you get for, from your client sessions, your full client payments, different things like that. It is accounting for no shows and cancellations. It is accounting for your EHR subscription, your all your different supplies, your office equipment, maybe continuing education, getting your CEs, maybe conferences you've attended, maybe meals and entertainment, different things like that. And so when books aren't clean, a few things happen. The longer you go without looking at them, you probably get a little bit more anxious, and that's something that just builds over time, especially when you start getting around to tax time. And then the problem is when you try to put those things together all at once, chances are you might miss something. And we don't want you missing any kind of tax deductions because guess what? That means you're having to pay more in taxes than you probably should. And what's even worse than that is that you are a business owner, which means that you have to make educated decisions off of financial data. And it is very hard to do that if you don't have quote unquote clean books, if you know what I mean. So here's something to think about that's very important is that your CPA cannot help you proactively plan if you do not have clean books. And this doesn't mean that you failed by any means. It just means that we haven't set the foundation yet. And that's what we're here to do today. So, step one of that foundation, look at your numbers, look at your bank account, look at your statements, look at your transactions. And these are the things that you need to be spending just a little bit of time on. It does not have to take forever. We want to do it in digestible chunks, but at least if you haven't looked at it at all, this is a place to start. And here's what clean books allow you to do. It allows you to make sure that you estimate taxes accurately to where you're not overpaying, you're not underpaying. This is something that we can help you with. It helps you understand your profitability. It helps you pay yourself consistently. You want to be paid for the hard work that you do in your practice, right? This is how we do that. And it helps you to plan instead of react. So another small step you can take this week is if you looked at your profit and loss statement, would you trust it? And if the answer is no, or you're not quite sure, don't worry, it's okay. Awareness is the first step, and that's what we want to tackle. Because what clean books help you do is make those solid decisions around your business. And one of the things that you want to start looking at now, I always suggest this, is what clean quote unquote means is organized. And one of the best ways to look at this is, am I spending money outside of my business bank account for business items? One of the biggest things I see on this is clients who might have like a personal Amazon account and they're buying things for their business through their personal Amazon account, but it's not flowing through. Or you just have a credit card where, hey, a personal credit card where you're having business expenses, but is not really being in your business. These are the things that we want to start organizing and put together to where you have one place where you can see all of your business expenses. So over the next few days, we're going to talk more about how clean books can really help support your tax planning, can help your cash flow and sustainable growth without getting too overly complex. So if this was helpful for you, please feel free to share with somebody and subscribe for great and clear financial guidance. And also, I want to hear from you below. Leave a comment below. Like, how do your numbers feel right now? Do you have a good grasp of them? Or is anything confusing? Please feel free to share in the comments, and we look forward to hearing from you. Have a good one, y'all. Be blessed. Bye.